Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of The Infected. This is going to be episode 2 for season 7. Let me go ahead and turn my foliage back up. I had it down just so it's easier to see stuff. Then we're going to resume the game. So last time we left off, we just built the bed. Right now our stats are looking good. We've had plenty of food. As you can see, I've done a bunch of gathering. We're currently on day 4 in the game, which means that tomorrow, we're seeing, like right now, we're seeing more predators and stuff show up. We're seeing more movement from animals, which means on day 5 we should start seeing our first Vambies, and I believe we'll be getting attacked at midnight by the first swarm. So we're way behind where we need to be. We currently only have spears, but we should be able to defend with those if we have to. So we've got logs, we've got planks over here piled up on the ground, we've got all of our stuff full here. We've built a bunch of chests and gone ahead and got our stone together. So each chest, each one stone will make you 1 iron fragment. You need 5 fragments to make 1 ingot. So each chest, as you see here, that's 5 and 5, so it's a row of 10. And then you've got 4 rows of 10, so that's 40. So that'll give you 8 ingots per chest. Alright, so we went ahead and got a bunch of those together so we can get a lot of items out. So the first things we want to work on building right now that we absolutely need to get done is going to be the anvil. Has to be first because you need nails. So anvil is the primary focus right now. To do that, we're going to need to build the stone forge, which is 25 small stone. Once we have the anvil, we then need to immediately build a workbench. The reason to get the workbench, then we can move into crafting a bow, a quiver, arrows, via bulk crafting stuff, and get a bow, and that's how we'll stay safe. We also need to be able to make bandages and stuff, so we'll also need the workbench for that, because you only start off with 5 bandages, and that's not enough to keep you alive. Alright, so I've been thinking about how to design this building. Oops, excuse me. And I don't think I'm going to build just a standard building like I normally do. So I think what we're going to do is delete these out, even though I've already got wood logs in them. So we're just going to press delete. We'll leave the center one, I believe. That's the one I'm going to build off of. And what I'm going to do, because the new Vambi swarms are so violent and the new Vambies are so violent, I don't want to have to run around in a big box to defend my base. So we're going to build up. So we're going to try to build us a heightened base that's 2 stories off the ground. I don't know. We might just do 1 story and just raise up the foundation. And we're going to build to where the Vambies can't reach us, and then we can build a smaller fence to protect our main building. So yeah, we're going to delete this. We'll just get some of these logs out of the way. Well, actually, I can build. We can build a little bit more forward over here. So let's go back to our inventory menu. We'll go to construction, foundations. So see, we'll get it placed right here. We're going to hold down the X key and use the mouse wheel. We're going to raise our height. Now I'm not going to go max height, but we are going to go kind of high. Let's see. I think about right there would be good. So press E to put it into place. Hit tab key to get off of that so we can then add the materials to it that we need. And we might have to build 1 more of these. I'm not sure. I've never tried building one just straight up like this. Alright, so now we need some planks. We're going to use these on the ground first. Again, planks like logs, they don't disappear. And now, of course, we're overweight. Alright, so now let's see if our stairs will reach. So it's called the wooden ramp. Press E to place that down. Again, put 4 planks on it. We're going to grab 3 logs. Alright, so that's elevated enough that stuff should not be able to get up there. Vambies might. They do have a bit more reach as far as jump height and stuff goes. Alright, so now that we've got that, what we're going to want to do is to get a staircase. So we're going to go for the straight up staircase. I guess I could kind of build another foundation, and then we'd have like a landing to walk up to get into the base. So I think we'll do that. So let's put down 1 more foundation. Let's get these logs out of the way. And this is going to be different. This is like kind of like building the stairway to heaven. If you want to go straight up into the sky to build something high. What just happened there? Huh. Did I just lose a log? Alright. So we're going to put this right here. And then off of the back of this, you're going to want to put a wall. So to put a wall, you just choose the wall type that you want. Obviously, we're just going to do a solid wall, which I think that log's in the way. Or it could be that the stairs aren't finished yet, but any templates that aren't finished should not affect other ones, except for poles sometimes. So let's see. Or maybe I was just too close. Alright, we need some more planks. And then we're going to move super slow for now. I need to eat. I got a ton of food on me, as you see here. And we'll get rid of some of this stuff in a second. That weighs a lot too. Alright, so now that we've got that, we need to get the 4 logs for it. And let's see if we can't drop some weight. And while we're doing that too, so since we're working currently towards getting our mineral extractors, any extra food you have that goes bad and turns into spoiled food, you want to have a separate crate for that and go ahead and start filling that up. And save all your spoiled food because we're going to use that on the mineral extractors when we get those. Alright, so let's not grab those just yet. What we're going to want to do with this, so once you have the wall built, you can place things off of it like a flat ceiling piece, the wooden ceiling. So let's see, I don't want to worry that. Yeah, that's good. So we're going to go ahead and place that there. Now if that wall wasn't finished, you can't place that yet. So you have to work from the bottom up as you build. Alright, so let's grab some of these. Let's grab us a stack of planks. Maybe 2. And sometimes you can walk on these when they're not finished, and other times you can't. It varies. I don't know if there's like a glitch somewhere in the files or what goes on with that. So from here, we can build off of this and make us a platform. Nothing should be able to reach it from below. Like the Van Bees should not be able to reach that. They will reach this one, obviously. So, but that's a lot less things to defend and to turn into concrete. Alright, so what I'm going to do is now that that one is complete, use the mouse wheel. You can orient your planks in the same direction. And the more you build out, the faster you can expand it. Can we reach it from down here? Yes. So it's perfect height for us to reach. Hopefully that means the Van Bees can't reach it. I don't think they can. Like I said, I'm trying to find the best way to fight the new swarms. So I think this is going to be the way we're going to do it. Okay, so we need some more planks. Now we're just going to get a small platform going for now. I said small. Now I'm getting a little crazy with it. Let's see. So that's 3 by 3. I think we're gonna go 4. I think we'll go 4 wide on this, or 5, I guess is what it is. Yeah, I think we'll do 5 wide and like 3 deep. Again, you don't want to take your time because like we're running out of time. We need to get the forges up so we can really get to that workbench. And we're going to put the forge up there once it's done. Probably going to build more than 1 forge. So let's knock these out as fast as we can. Time is of the essence. I mean, three Van Bees in a swarm is what you start with on the first one. It's not that bad. The thing we're mostly concerned about are going to be the wandering ones that just wander around and they just show up when they feel like it. Alright, so we're coming along nicely. Should be done with this in just a moment. A little bit of that. I'm going to put one here and there. And these are cheaper than foundations too, so that it's actually easier to do it this way. But as you can see, we're running through planks like it's cool. They just like you just gotta keep them made up, keep them working. And yeah, I know we're taking advantage of the mechanics that stuff floats, but we're gonna do that for now. There is a new update coming out if y'all haven't been paying attention. 7.1 is on the way, and that's going to bring out some spike traps and a couple other cool features. We'll take a look at that towards the end of the video. And we'll go over what the dev is working on as far as us being able to defend ourselves better. The spike traps look pretty cool so far. They will have to get repaired or rebuilt, from my understanding. He's still balancing it and figuring out how he wants to do that. Alright, so we've got that going on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to build a house. We're going to build us a floating house off the ground. So we'll come up here. Like I said, you don't have to do anything crazy at the moment. We can always expand it later. So I think I'm going to put windows on either side of the stairs. So we will add solid walls in the corners. I think we'll do a middle window. I like all my corners to be solid, so. Something like that. And then on this side, we'll just make it solid for now. You know what? We'll put one window right here. So we're going to hit delete on this one, confirm that. Press I, go back to our build menu, choose the wall with the window in it, press E. You can't place the window inside of it until the wall itself is complete. Same thing on the door. You know what? I think we're going to put as an external door. As you can hear, we got a wolf already wandering up on us. Like I said, this game is complete default. All predators are on, all threats are turned on. And you know what? We're going to delete this wall. Because what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to build like a little balcony on the outside. So let's do a door here. And then we'll add a wall next to it just for a forging area. So there we go. And there's still no fall damage in the game, so you can just jump down and fall off of however high of a ledge you'd like. So with that, we'll need to add in the next flooring. So do that. Get us a little walkabout up here. See, even we can't jump up there, so that's a good sign, in my opinion. Hopefully that'll keep us all safe and protected. But if you want to see how to build like a house on the ground and make it look nice, you can check out my other two day one videos from the previous seasons. And they'll showcase houses like that. Like I said, this one's just what's the safest, easiest way to survive with Vambies roaming around constantly. Oh, we do. Do we still have plank stones? Oh, okay, we just do. Right in the perfect spot to actually land. And see, this is why I gathered up all these off camera. You'll just see us go through these so quickly. I know there is a way to duplicate logs. I don't know what it is, as you can tell. I like to play the game legitimately the way it was made. I'm not going to knock anybody for doing it the other way, but, you know, to each their own. And we're going to get a little bit away from that wolf because we're going to aggro him if we're too close, and I really don't want to fight him because I don't want to take any bleed damage right now. I mean, I guess I could show you what to do with bleed damage. But wolves and stuff, they become less of a threat once you get a bow. You can just hit them in the face with an arrow. I think I got a little crazy on this build. I think we're using up too many planks. Or logs. Is that everybody? Has everybody been fed logs now? Or nope, everybody has not been fed logs. Come here. Alright. That should be everybody now. So we're going to take these. We're going to kind of keep an eye on where that wolf went. He's still over there chilling. So we're going to fill these back up. Throw that on the ground for now. Let's go ahead and grab 3 more of these. And we're going to start building on the top floor. Now the only painful thing to this is you have to run up and down the stairs the whole time. So we're just going to build this out. We're going to get all these done and knocked out. I'm going to go ahead and build out one of each piece just so y'all can see what they look like. So if you haven't built anything yet, you can decide kind of what you like and don't like. So let's add a door in. So there we go. And this is what I was talking about with the windows and doors. So if we press I, and you need to have windows in or you won't be, your building will not be secure in the wintertime. So this is the wooden window here. And you see it snaps in there. No problems. You just have to build it out, but it will not snap in here, and it's the same thing with the doors. Until this is actually finished, you can't place anything inside of it. And so there's your doors. And again, it won't go here, even with the floor done, it will not snap. So you can't build a roof until the walls are done, unless you're building off of another roof piece. And these take planks to finish. The windows take glass, sticks, and firewood. So they're a little bit more advanced than most things. And you can get firewood from harvesting by right-clicking on the logs. And there's one more thing I'll show you in just a second. Let me get this door in. And you just press E to open and close it. Alright, so if you need firewood, you just take out your axe. And like I said, you can harvest those or you can find these stumps. And then you just cut these down. They take a second, so just bear with me. And there we go with firewood. And you can make a firewood holder, you can make a stick holder. Like I said, you can just store all your stuff. There's various storage methods for that. And then we'll come here, we'll go ahead and place a window in place. And right there it says it needs 2 firewood, it needs 5 glass, and 10 sticks. So we don't have glass yet, you need the forge to make glass. We'll go over that when we get to that point. Always try to keep these working. You see we're out of planks already, even though I thought I had enough stored up and ready to go. Let's see, do we have any left in? Nope. So let's get some of this stuff out of our inventory. Hold down Alt, right click again to move items into storage. We're going to put these rocks in there, just get our weight down. We'll put the rest of the firewood here. And then let's get all of our... So he's after us now. And see, now we have bleed damage on us. And like I said, you can throw a spear and hit him in the head, but they were pretty fast. So, and you don't want to throw all your spears and miss them over and over again. So you see in the lower left corner, there's that, I don't know, red cross looking symbol, plus sign with the white background. So you press I, you'll click on your player icon in the top right of the selection menu. And you see we're taking 2 points of bleed damage, which means we're taking 2 damage over time. So you just drag your bandage over and you drop it on there. So hold left mouse button, drag and drop. Now we're down to 2 bandages. So that's what the animal fat is for, is to make an item called tallow. But we need the workbench in order to do that. So that is why it's one of the first items, and that's why you want to save all your fats. That's one of the first items we want to get built. So we really got to get that forge going, because in order to build the workbench, you need to have the anvil to make the nails to make the workbench. So me continuing to build this out is probably not the smartest thing on the planet. So let's do this. We'll hit I, open our books, placeables, others. Top left is the stone forge. I'm going to put it over here in this corner. and we're just going to start squeezing forges in. You don't need a ton of them. I like to run 5 myself just initially because we need so much before winter gets here. So we'll go ahead and knock a couple of these out, which means we'll have to gather more stone because they're 25 stone apiece. But they're not going to be ready for a while. So, alright, so these crates, they're full of stone, as you see. That's the fastest way to gather stone is you look at this and you press the N key as in November, and you can move it around. Press E to place it down. Chests and items like these, placeables, are stackable. So that's how they stack them up right here. You can just mouse wheel to spin it around whatever orientation you want, and then you'll just press E to place it back down. So we'll press N to grab that, because stone's very heavy. This is the same way you want to gather clay. And you'll see that probably in the next video whenever I start building the roof on this thing. So you can drag these like I'm doing right now with the left mouse button, or the easiest way is hold down the Alt key and then right click, and it'll move it into your inventory. Each crate can hold up to 40 single items, so we're going to have 40 stone right here. And just press E and stack it on up. Alright, I'm going to press N, we'll grab that. Just throw it on the ground because we're done with it. We'll grab the next one. Alt right click again, get these out of here. And to pick these up, and these are going to require fuel sources too, so I like to use bark chips myself because you don't need bark chips right now, not until later, and even then you won't need that many of them. So it's good to save your bark chips just to use for fuel on these. It just makes 100 bark chips will fill it up to max. And then you don't have to transport 5 pieces of firewood up here, or 4 stacks of 5 sticks. Alright, we need 5 more stone, and then we'll use the rest of the stone to start making iron. Alright, so now that the forges are complete, press E to open them. You can see down here at the bottom they require a fuel source, and then up here is where you place your ore. So if you get close, you'll place ore or ingots up here, or stone. So what we're going to do is we'll take, let me see, so we have 5 of these that holds 2 stone each. We'll need 10 stones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Open it up. You can alt right click stone onto there. You can't do that with items that are stackable. So if you have fragments or sand, fragments you can stack up to 5, sand you can stack up to 10. You can't alt right click those onto these forges. So we'll just load these up really quick. Of course I miscounted. We can leave that stone crate up here. We can move the rest of them up here to move fast. Let's see, what are we hurting for? We're thirsty. See if we have any watermelon to eat. We do not. We do need protein, so we'll go ahead and eat some of those. We need some carbs and vitamins. So you want to eat all your dry stuff first and get those stats right before you eat anything that gives you thirst back. Alright, so now we need carbs, so we'll eat the melon. It gives us carbs and energy. Melon is the best natural source of energy right now until you get better foods. And then we'll drink from our flask. And as always, we've got a little bit of water left over, so we'll grab some of that. And then let's grab us some fuel. So you see we've got 4 stacks out of 5 on this, so we actually need more fuel than that. Normally I cut down more trees by now, but that'll get us started. We'll just slap it right here. The reason being because these weigh 10 pounds each, we wouldn't have been able to carry all of them up here. And we'll drop that 70 stack on there. See where it gets us. So press E, we'll drop this here. E and drop this one here. Alright, so we need a little bit more than one piece of firewood. We'll just add one piece of firewood for now. Sounds like there's a bear somewhere nearby. Yeah, you see there's a bear over there. Bears will also aggro you. Their aggro range can be quite far. So I guess we can just use sticks for now. See how our food's gone bad sitting in the chest, so we've got some fuel now. So let's grab us up some sticks. Worst case, we'll put these in the window. You want to save sticks though, so you can have enough to build arrows and bows and extra spears. And we're going to the last one. We'll drop a 5 stack. And let's just drop this 4 stack. Sticks are easy. Alright, so once those are done, then you press E again. You could do it while you were filling them up. I like to start on mine once. So I just take the lighter, drag, and drop it on there, just like you're starting a campfire. You can also put these out, and the campfire can be put out using your flask if it has water in it. And then you can hear them ticking away as they're sitting there cooking. Alright, so we'll just go, and if you hit E while looking at these, you'll see the circle starting to form around the rocks as they're smelting. And when those are done, it'll give us 1 fragment per rock, and then 5 fragments make an ingot. And to get started with, like I said, with the work, we need the workbench. So for the workbench, we're going to need the anvil. We can actually go ahead and set it down if we want to. So that requires 8 planks and 10 iron ingots. So we'll just set him here for now. We can, like I said, you can move all this around later, so you don't really need to worry about where you place it. So we'll go grab our 8 planks, or what we've got available. I guess let's grab some logs. And then we'll go throw these sticks in the window. Put the extra sticks back on the rack. And now we should have plenty of planks. So there's our 8 planks. Now we're just waiting on the ingots. So we'll put the rest of the planks on the walls. And see, these have turned to fragments. So we'll need more stone. Like I said, 1 row is 10. So if you want the easiest way to count, just take a row at a time. So to remove these, you can just alt right click again. It'll automatically stack them for you. And eventually there's a better forge. You're going to want to build it. It burns longer on your fuel, and it allows you to do 10 at once. So I don't think it's going to be this time consuming the whole time. And then we'll also get iron ore, which is 1 ingot. So you don't have to keep messing with the fragments. Eventually you won't even want to do anything with the fragments. So now we have enough for 2 iron ingots. So we're just going to alt right click those in here, but you can't alt right click the stacks out. You only get 1 item, but you can alt right click a stack into the chest. Alright, so while that's working, we're going to go ahead and start building back on our main base. Which means we need to get our planks making. Like I said, you never have too many logs and you can never have too many planks. Now as you can see those scattered over there, that's because birds have been running through here. Birds will send your stuff flying. But like I said, initially right now we're trying to get to, I'd like to get to 13 iron ingots so that we can build a log cart. Log cart allows you to move 11 logs at once instead of just 3 you can carry. I want to get the workbench built, which takes 10 nails, so it's 1 iron ingot per 10 nails. And then we got to build the anvil, which again is 10 iron ingots. And then for the final ingot, I would like to build a drying rack. I'd like to have 3 of those before winter so we can put meat on it to dry. so we have proteins to eat in the wintertime, because in the wintertime your ponds will freeze over. You will not be able to get fish, so then you'll be stuck hunting all the time. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish this out, and then we'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, welcome back. So we've got the walls done, the floor is done, the outside walk is done for right now for the main base. We'll add some details to it in a minute. Maybe not in a minute, probably after we get done with the next swarm. The Anvil's not done. As you can see, it's raining. So when it rains, if you don't have a roof yet, Your forges, just like any other fire, will be put out. So currently we were only up to what's worth 10 ingots of fragments, and we're currently halted because of the rain, so it's time to get our roof system going, and that's why we're back in the video now. So for the roof system, what you're going to want to do is you have to play around with it until you get the shape and design that you want. We do have corners, we do have slanted roof edges, you've got square roofs, you've got flat roof corners where it's solid on two sides, and then one side's open if you want to leave your ceiling open. So on this one, I'm trying to think of what I want to do. I think we're going to do the square ones. Now these require clay though. So to get clay, you're going to have to come outside, and these little nodes you see here are clay rocks. I'm trying to avoid that bear right now because I'm down to like 4 bandages. Alright, so you're going to have to use your pickaxe, and these are really, really heavy. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and knock one of these out. And later on, when you get, of course my pickaxe breaks while we're trying to go over this. So we'll grab a stone or two. Press I. Come in here, we're going to make one stone blade. We're going to need to get a stick and some plant fiber. If I remember correctly, I want to say it's 2 plant fiber. Alright, so let's try that. Alright, pickaxe is back up. Alright, so when that breaks, there's going to be 10 of these clay nodes, or these clay will fall out. So you want to make sure you get all 10 until you get an iron extractor where you can start getting clay at the random. So we only got 9, there's one right here. Now they will, if you bust them on the side of, like this is not a cliff, this is a wall. We see these rocks above this pond, that is what we would call a cliff face, and those are still kind of glitchy. So if you break clay nodes near those, sometimes they can fall into it. If clay goes into water, I want to say it might have been fixed, but a lot of times it'll just disappear. So you want to make sure that you get your clay and collect all 10 pieces. As you can see, 10 pieces of clay weighs 10 pounds, so it's quite heavy. And of course the bear is going to come over here anyways. Now bears they can't go through doors. So if he comes over here, we can handle him, because he shouldn't be able to get up here, and he might come through here though. So if he does, we'll just step back on the stairs. It's really easy to get them stuck. They will damage things, but as you can see, they're not damaging the crates. Oh, now he's about to damage us. And then once he's stuck, just stab him. That's the easiest way to do it. Now he will damage your foundation and your stairs. And then we just broke a spear. And those we'll have to repair with the repair tool. We'll go over that later. Your wood stuff can take plenty of damage initially, so you don't have to worry about that so much. Now let's store that. Let's grab these planks, and we're gonna go over building our first roof piece. Even though it's dark now, so let's see. We're thirsty and we're low on energy, so let me see. What do we have? What do we have to eat? We got some proteins. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and just sleep, so that I can get it hopefully back to daytime. If not, I'll pause it and grab some more clay. Alright, so it's still dark, so I'm going to pause the video here for now until we get daylight back so y'all can see the game, because currently we don't have the flashlight. That's a later tech item in the game, and there's no way to light these settings up, so I will see y'all back here in a minute. Alright, so we're back again after that. Sorry about that, guys. So it's raining again. We've gone ahead and moved some logs up here. We went ahead and gathered up some clay. And again, you're going to press the N key as in November. Take your crate with you when you go to get the clay. Take your pickaxe with you. And you're going to use your pickaxe, break the clay nodes, put the clay into here because it's 10 pounds each. So as you see here, we've got 210 pounds worth of clay. And just keep moving your crate around the map as you collect it. That's the easiest way to get it, because you can't hold a lot of weight. Like, you'd probably get maybe 3 stacks of clay at most. Alright, so we ran into an issue. I've been getting attacked by fan beasts because it's now day 5, as you can see at the top of the screen. As soon as it turned day 5 and we woke up from our nap and it was 4:58 a.m., the fan beasts went ahead and jumped on us. And I like to turn my foliage off while gathering clay because it's hard to see. But so they jumped right on top of me, came right up in the house, came up the stairs, came in here and dropped to visit. It was just one Bambi. The swarm's coming at midnight, so if you're asleep at night on day 5 or whatever day you've got your swarm set for, when they come, you'll wake up and you won't be able to go back to sleep. So make sure you've got energy, hit points, and everything before midnight. All right. So since it's raining, as you see, the forges are off again. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a roof. So we're going to press I, go into the menu, placeables, or not placeables, I'm sorry, construction. And then I'm just going to start with the basic corner. We can change it up later if we want to. Actually, because we have the porch out here, we're going to want to build a roof over that. So I'm going to hit the delete key, get rid of this, and we're just going to build a square one for now, because I'm not worried about the outside area just yet. So we're going to place it with the flat sides out, and we're going to go ahead and hit every corner. And then once we have those in place, then we will go back in and we will grab our regular wooden flat. And again, make sure that you line it up so that it seals in the building. You don't want gaps or it's not going to work. And because the walls are already built out completely, we can place them because they're attaching to the wall that's finished. And what I mean by that is, as you see, you can't place these here. And the reason you can't do that is because the stuff's not done being built yet. Once it's built, then you can place it. So that's what I mean. You have to have a finished structure to attach it to. All right, and then the roof cost, or the cost of these, if you hover over them, it's going to be 3 wood logs, 4 planks, 10 clay. So we're going to go ahead and finish the ones up with the forges, obviously, so we get those up and working. Because we need a workbench because we're currently out of bandages. And we're going to grab some clay. See how we're moving so slow? Can't sprint or anything. That's because the clay weighs so much. It's got its weight down. So we're going to add the 10 pieces of clay to our roof pieces right here. And then we'll grab some planks. Well, actually we've got some sitting here, so we'll grab these. And there is a Vampy. Some of them crawl, some of them walk. They will always use the stairs, as you see right there. They will jump at you and come at you. So you can throw your spear and hit them in the head. We'll try that. I'm not used to using spears anymore, as you can see. I prefer the bow. I think the bow is the best weapon in the game because you don't have to recover it. See if we can't walk her into this. There you go. So if you hit her in the head with the spear, you'll one-shot her. Or him, depending on which one's after you. They'll drop various items and various sizes of stacks of those items. So this one dropped ropes, the last one dropped ropes, which is good. We'll use that to build fences and a bow. Like I said, our main goal right now is to get the workbench up. And in order to get the workbench up, we're going to have to get these forges back up and running. Now then, real quick back to the ceilings while we're on this. So now that those ceiling pieces are done, you don't need to finish but one to get the next one in, but they're done. So we go ahead and place this one. You can mouse wheel if you want to change the angle that it's going at. I think I'm just going to do mine like, do we want to leave it? Yeah, I think we'll just delete this round. You can always get rid of it and rebuild it. Now if you delete one of these, you only get, when it's fully finished, if you delete an item like a wall or a ceiling piece, you only get half of your resources back. So I advise when you first build your building, either just live with it if you don't like it the way it looks aesthetically, or, just be ready to get more resources. But later on in the game, clay, you can get it. It's replenishable now, so it's not that big of a deal. And of course the sun comes out as we finish up the roof. Maybe we stay at planks. That sounds like a lot of planks for that not to finish. Alright, let's see, do we have one more down here somewhere? Yes, we do. The one magic plank to finish out that one piece. Alright, so what I'm talking about doing out here, though, just to, if anybody's curious, what I'd like to do is I'd like to add some railings. So we're going to take a wood railing the full size, and I plan to put those around here like this. And then I'm going to take some of the wooden pillars and place those like on the corners and spread out throughout. You just kind of got to play with those. It takes a little bit of work. And then I will run a slanted roof. Mouse wheel again to spin it into the orientation like that. And I'm going to do that all the way around so it's like a wraparound porch. So like I can actually go ahead and place most of those on the pieces we've already built out. And there is a build order to this. You can't just place it all out. Sometimes the wood pillars won't place. If that's the case, like I'm doing here, you want to lay this out first with your pillars and your roof pieces before you build these, because a lot of times there'll be collision effects where you can't actually finish certain pieces because of the angle of the roofs. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and place another one here. And then when these are done, we can put a corner here to make it a complete ceiling. So then we'll add another one of these to the corner. And you can stack these when they're done too. So you can jump up and put one of these on the other one if you wanted to. Or build up to it. Or stack chest for a ladder. Or like a stool. And then we would just add these. And there are... See like how that one won't place? It's because that pillar is right there. So what we'll do is we'll delete that. Place our railing first. Both of them. If that's what you're doing. And then you'll take this and you'll go into here, then you'll place your pillar. And see how that places now? So you just have to play with it, and that's why I say when you do stuff like this, you want to build, you want to lay out these blueprints, these templates first, before you actually start building anything. And besides that, guys, let's get back to doing some forging. So we're going to come back into here. Let's go ahead and grab us a stack of rock. And we're going to light these as we go. Luckily, when the fire goes out, you still get to keep your fuel. So we'll leave these last two open because of that right there. Oh, and she's on me. Please don't make... Oh, wait, what? Oh, she must have grabbed me. Yep. So she jumped on me and grabbed me. We might die now because I don't have any more bandages. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna die now because we don't have any more bandages. We can't heal up. We can try and see if we get a workbench if we have enough food to keep us alive. So we got 53 hit points now. We're dying. We're on our last leg. Pick up your spear. And if you watch my hit points, they're going to slowly trickle down because we're bleeding. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab some... Let's go ahead and put these stones up. Actually, everything we don't need, let's put it up. And let's shut our doors so we don't get any more unwanted visitors. That was my bad. They will smash through the door, though, so don't think that's like a safety measure. Alright, so we're going to grab these. We're going to smelt this in ingot. So I need 4. Right, so while that's smelting, we're going to, if you press I and go to your menu, go to Itempedia, and let's see, where is it at? If you go to others, you have tallow here. It's crafted at the workbench using animal fat, and that's what you need to make bandages. So to make a bandage, you need 1 tallow, 5 plant fiber, but we also have bulk items so we can bulk craft them. So to bulk craft tallow, you need 10 fat, and to bulk craft bandages, you need 5 tallow, 25 plant fiber. In case y'all wondering why we're saving everything. So we're going to come down here. Where is my... We're going to grab a full stack of this. And we're going to grab the amount of tallow that we have. Oh, we need planks too. Yeah, we might not make this. We might die. But we'll respawn out of bed and we'll just take a 5 hit point loss if we do. Adding the anvil. Oh, wait, we don't have the anvil so we can't... Yeah, we're probably going to die because to make the anvil and everything else... The only thing I can do is try to run around and get enough food to keep the hit points up unless the medkit will heal us, which I don't know if that does. Let's see. Medkit will give us back 50 health, so we can use the medkit and maybe we'll make it, but we have to get the anvil built, so we need 11 ingots like yesterday. We also need enough planks to build all of these items. So like I said, workbench needs to be forge, workbench, primary focus, anvil. Alright, so we got the planks going. Let's go ahead and get our workbench placed down so we can make sure we keep up with what we need. We need 10 planks. We're fighting with the clock right now, so good times. We're literally on a timer. Alright, so we've got the planks on there. Let's grab some more of these. We're going to need like all of them. Show y'all how to like try to survive at the last possible second while you're out of everything possible that you need. Alright, let's go ahead and grab some more. And these weigh 2.5 pounds each, so they will weigh you down quite quickly. And you can't alt right click them, you have to drag these. You can alt right click these ingots off, and these are the iron ingots. We need one more. Man, hopefully we have enough. Down to 12 hit points now. Alright, so you still need 10 nails there, but we need 6 more ingots here. So we're going to go ahead and eat one of these MREs and use those to keep us alive. So now we're back up to 59 hit points because we were completely out of bandages, like I said. And we can't do anything until we get those made up. So we've got 10 being made here. So we should be good to go because we already got 4 over there. So let's get us some stone ready to go. And then we're going to shut the door. Maybe we can kill it with a spear from the porch if somebody else comes after us. Because once the Vambies start coming, pretty much they're constantly patrolling and they will walk by at random. And yeah, it gets kind of rough and annoying at times. You just got to deal with it the best you can. So while these are finishing up, I'm going to put some stone down. Let's throw these over here, make some space. Come on, cook up. Hopefully we don't have to eat into the MRE, but if we do, we can make those later, or items that are similar. So don't worry about trying to conserve those. You'll be fine without them. Alright, so that's done. So we go back to our anvil. Anvil's ready, so you'll just take it, alt right click and put one iron ingot on there. If you want to make mass nails, you would stack it out to 5. So we'll hit craft, gives us 10 nails. So 10 nails, we can finish this out. And bam, there's our workbench. Alright, so I don't remember the recipe off the top of my head, so Itempedia, bulk items, tallow, we need 10 fat, and then it's 525. Hold shift key, drag over with the left mouse button, select 10, hit confirm, hit craft, there's 5 tallow, drag it over. We need 25 of these. Again, hold shift, left drag, or left mouse button and drag it over, and we'll craft bandages. Now we have 5 bandages. Then we'll come to our player icon up here, we'll drag our bandages over, and we just survived. Barely, but on the dot. So now with this, we want to make a bow, which I'm going to go over making bows and arrows and bolt crafting those in the next episode, because I need to gather up some more stone and other items. But this, at this point of the game, and after the next episode, you should be able to survive your first winter, your first swarm attack, and everything else. We'll go over the swarm attack, the bow, the quiver, arrows, and the next episode on episode 3 of season 7. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video helped you out. I hope you enjoyed it. You get to see a little bit of exciting. I didn't know that it was still possible to almost die in this game for me. I've been playing since the game came out. So that was definitely a fun rush. And like I said, to get our hit points back, we'll have to get more food put together, find some more cucumbers and stuff. I don't see any on the map now. You can see the Vambies when they wander around. The pigs, the boars, that's the best source of fat, so we're probably about to go kill him. Because as you can see, we'll need some more bandages. Because the predators will, foxes are probably the worst. And see, she's just hanging out waiting on us. Just work on your aim, hold down the right mouse button, and then left click and hit him in the head. Like I said, I'm just out of practice with the spear. It's been a really long time since I've used it. And here we go. Here's a natural medkit cucumber plant right here. And here's the pig to help us get some more bandages and some proteins. And there's another one too. So we're going to go ahead and take him out. Almost missed the head, then he would have attacked us, which would be bad because our hit points are low. We're going to grab this melon. Animal hide, don't really need to worry about it unless you're ready to craft furniture. I mean, I do like to save mine because it takes so much. But we'll come back and grab that in a second. So there's a slight delay as it flies. There's almost no drop, if any drop, on the spears and arrows when you shoot them. So don't try to aim above or anything. Just aim right where you're trying to hit. And again, we'll go over the bow and arrows and stuff on the next episode. So let's go ahead and store this up. Store our bones. Store the fat. We got 3 bandages. We'll be okay for right now. Make sure you're saving your arrows. We're going to need a lot more than that, so we'll be hunting birds. And we can go ahead and put up this plant fiber. So there we go. Alright guys, so we've gone over how we're going to build our little floating house. I know it's not the greatest thing in the world. If you don't like this, you can always put supports under it just to make you feel better. Make you feel more like a real structure. As you see, it just gives the Vambies one way to get to us. She was sitting right below us and not attacking anything, so it seems to be working out. What we're going to do before it's all said and done, probably around episode 4 or 5, now that we have the workbench and can make rope, we're going to fence around this. And then we should be good to go for the next couple of swarm nights. And after that, we'll just be concerned with getting the rest of our stuff ready for wintertime. So once again, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you think. If you have any ideas, anything you found or discovered that makes the game easier. And then, as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you guys on the next episode.